August the 3rd, 2024. What a time to be in the community of TDS. For context, this was when the hidden wave was being searched for by the community. And let me tell you, the mass amount of gaslighting that this community was putting on itself, amazing. Just search up 32 because this is all you really need to know about the entire saga that was the hidden wave. Anyways, 29 hours after the hidden wave was re-added at 2300 on the 3rd of August 2024, so that would be midnight, 1 minute after midnight for me on the 4th of August, but the 3rd of August for America. Me, Soup's Gun, Acrylite, I don't know how to say their name, sorry, and Just Some Meme Lord were the first people to beat the hidden wave. Yes, WIKI Colors, me, yes, I'm aware. And the second team being Stu Fox, Isaac 3523, Real Nuru, and Steph's Logic. Now, let's be clear. Some of us were testers for the game. In fact, our team, Soup's Gun, of me and the Acrylitra, Just Some Meme Lord, were all testers at the time, and I don't know about just Stu Fox, Isaac, Real Nuru is the lead tester right now, and Steph's Logic. I think they're all testers as well, but we had no testing in the hidden wave. We were just like every other person. Below Natural can verify that we beat it legit. They can track our games. They could track that we were trying to beat this legit. They can track that we were doing Stained Temple at first because that's what the leaked screenshots were that had the hidden wave activated, plus that's what the update log had the Fallen Mode update as, so that we were trying to Stained Temple at first, stupidly, before moving on to Fungi Island, or Fungi Forest. I forgot what the map is actually called nowadays. In any case, what we didn't know, and what Below Natural only announced here, about 40 minutes after we actually triumphed for the first time, was the first 40 users to beat the hidden wave will be receiving an exclusive skin for an upcoming tower, and a shout out from Below Natural. We didn't know this. Like, you think we're testers in that. We don't know this. Below Natural does things on a whim, like I do on a whim. We don't know any of this. We didn't know that there was going to be an exclusive skin for an upcoming tower until Below Natural tweeted this. Or X'd it. I don't know what they call it nowadays. Now, people have pointed out, people would complain that making a reward limited to only 48 people when the community has over 100,000 people people would just complain. And yes, that's true. People are completionists nowadays, and having something that's only limited to like 48 people, because the first 8 people, because they were all testers, they expanded it to an extra 2 teams, so the first potential 48 users would be a bad idea for most completionists. However, that's what Below Natural says, and that's what Below Natural does, so we can't really do much. I mean, look at the Siege Engine logbooks, and even though that has like no bearing on gameplay whatsoever, apart from being able to spawn into sandbox mode, you really potentially only had like 3 days to potentially get the Siege Engine logbook, and they didn't extend the Frost Invasion / Operation Ice event just to get the Siege Engine logbook, so they're not going to make this skin, if they ever make this skin, which they said they promised to make the skin, expanded to more than, well, we'll get to the more users, because there's actually not 48 users. So actually, we were actually able to track about roughly half the amount of people who actually were able to beat the first few hidden wave triumphs. So obviously, the first 8 people are well publicized, mainly because the first team was included me, and I posted my video on YouTube, because obviously. The second team was them. The third team had YouTubers in. The fourth team also had YouTubers in. However, after this, the 5th, 6th, and 7th teams did not appear to have any YouTubers in it, nor did they appear to have any testers in it. A popular misconception is that the first 50 people, all of the first 50 people, had people who were testers or YouTubers, and they were the only people to get the exclusive skin. That's not the case, because we don't know the identities of all 50 people to initially triumph the hidden wave, and I'll get to why it's 50 in a second. Because of this, we know that it's not only testers and YouTubers who managed to actually figure out what the clues for the hidden wave were. Let's not forget, we figured out what the clues for the hidden wave were on our own accord. We weren't given any clues by Below Natural, who could confirm that we beat it legitimately by tracking us. And again, all of these people here, they aren't YouTubers. Not all of them are testers. Therefore, these people, they probably did figure out from people who beat it through YouTube. But the first initial people to beat it did it on their own accord, mostly. So if it was to be the first 50 people, or for the first 40 to 48 people to actually beat the hidden wave, then it was fair-ish, and nobody cheated by getting inside intel from the developers. So it was a fair competition to a certain degree. And even after our triumph, or my triumph, at 2300 UTC, it was still another 39 minutes until the second team triumphed. And even then, the third team to triumph didn't do so an hour and a bit after, an hour and 4 minutes after the first team triumphed. And the last team to claim the rewards, this team, which did have a tester in it, Megalodon 016, they triumphed it 3 hours and 6 minutes after my triumph. So you had a pretty, given that this was the first 50 people, you had a period of 3 hours and 6 minutes to triumph. That's a long period of time, given that the cat was out of the bag for like 3 hours, and considering that the hidden wave, it lasts about 40-ish minutes, that's quite a while. But after 1 o'clock UTC on the 4th of August, the triumphs came rapidly, coming so every few minutes, sorry, after 1 minute 56 UTC. 5th, 6th, and 17th did so around 156. However, the reason why I say 50, the first 50 people, is because 2 people actually repeated the hidden wave. See, this is how long the reward was on offer for. That's 2 people somehow managed to beat the hidden wave twice. Because the 7th team had 2 people who had beaten the hidden wave and 2 people who had not. Therefore, technically, there were, even though the offer was for the first 48 people, because the last team had 4 people in it who didn't do it, because they went over the 48 threshold, because before they triumphed, 46 had claimed it because 2 people hadn't, 2 people triumphed twice. It would be unfair for only 2 people in the last team to get it and 2 people not to get it. So Below Natural decided that the last 4 people would get it. So that's why it's the first 50 people to get the skin for an upcoming tower, an exclusive skin for an upcoming tower to get it. So that's the 5th, 6th, and 7th did so 156. 8th, 157. 9th, it was 159. 10th was 202. 11th was 203. 12th was 204. 13th and final was 207. And we have screenshots of the first and second because Below Natural took those. Third, I think someone else took that. 4th, I think the YouTuber took that. 10th, I don't know who took that. And the 13th, I think the last person took that. But yes, those were the people who can get the rewards, and I believe Below Natural has those names stored somewhere, and even if not, the partial names are stored on the wiki because I thought it'd be relevant to do so. Not because we're all now at risk of being doxxed, because we are in potential consequence of a recipient of a reward that only 50 people in the entire history of Roblox will get. But hey, so be it. However, this reward has actually not come to fruition yet. Since this tweet, they mention an upcoming tower. The only towers that have been added since this tweet, at least in terms of evergreen towers, has been the Gatling gun. Now, it's really hard to make a skin for a Gatling gun, given that the Gatling gun is already kind of personalized with your character holding the Gatling gun. I mean, I guess they can change the model of the Gatling gun, but for it to be very exclusive, yeah, that's going to be kind of difficult. I guess you can also claim that the Pursuit has been reworked and it's changed model, so yeah, that could possibly also be an exclusive skin, but no, it's going to be an upcoming exclusive tower. Otherwise they would have mentioned, say, like the Pursuit or something. And I guess you could mention, okay, what about the Fireworks Technician? What about the Elementalist, a Snowball, a Harvester, Hallowpunk? There could be a chance that the first 50 people may not have these towers. Now, it's very unlikely, because the first 50 people are likely to be sweats at the game, and yes, that includes me. Yes, it would technically include me as a sweat of the game, yes. I mean, yes, testers, they're probably sweats at the game. At the very least, they're very, very dedicated to the game. But there is every single chance that they may not have an event tower. So it cannot be for an event tower. However, if it's not for the Gatling gun, we can safely assume that this upcoming tower has not been added yet. So, therefore, we cannot actually speculate what this exclusive skin could be. And it is an exclusive skin, not skins. So it's not like each of the 50 people will get their own personalized skin for their characters. Logistically, I don't know how this works either, given that I already have my own skin in the game. And so does, I believe, one of the other persons, Encrypted, who I think has the Commander skin in the game. So logistically, you can't really make a skin of people who already have a skin in the game already. And actually, I think this person has their own skin in the game as well. I could be wrong. I think it's for the Cowboy? Yeah, they have it for the Cowboy. I think it's this person. I don't know. So no, we don't actually know what this skin is going to be. People have said that, why don't you showcase what the skin's going to be? We don't know what it is. Tower's not been made, the skin's not been made. We don't know what it is. Soup's Gun, she said that she would be willing to like make custom skins for the first like 4 people or the first 8 people to have in the game. I already have my own custom skin, but I could have it for like another tower, for example, like for the Commander or for the like Brawler or something. I don't know. Which is very kind of her, but I don't know if Below Natural would accept that. However, she also recommended that one of the people who was hunting the hidden wave, they should get their own skin. And actually, interestingly, they recently got their own skin in the game. Yes, the Jordan skin was actually added to the game in response to that 32 incident. Now, I don't know if developers actually added it in response to Soupgun saying that that Jordan should get their own skin, but given the fact that he kickstarted the entire 32 thing, you know what? Fair enough. Kind of ironic, though, how the guy who kickstarted the Hidden Wave hunt meme got a skin before the people who Below Natural promised would get the skin actually got their skin. But hey, what can you do? And one final thing to note is that I think that the exclusive skin that Below Natural talked about, because the ultimate skins have been added since in the form of the Mako DJ booth, I think there is a chance that the exclusive skin is also going to be an ultimate skin with cool special effects, because only 50 people will get it. Well, 48, but it's the first 50 people to triumph, because technically 2 people triumph twice. I don't know, they probably won't get double the amount of skins, really. I don't think that's how it works. But yeah, that's the status of the Hidden Wave skins. We don't know where it is. It could be in the ditch somewhere, we never know.